All right, welcome everybody to another absolutely uneventful day of trading here today. As we've actually finally broken a few substantial barriers, right? We've actually done we made a move, right? We've actually made a move. So we're just putting along right here, right? And now we did get a nice little volume punch today, right? We got a nice little volume punch. And, first thing I want to do is I just want to run through the candles real quick. Let's just do a real quick candle update. Let me go over here and we will use, where's my bear volume? Yeah, there's my bear volume chart. We use my bear volume chart. And this is kind of the first chart we're going to look at today. All right, so let's take a look at the weekly. Rising wedge. Listen, to me, peoples, nothing has changed right here. Like, I have not changed one iota. I am a little more bullish. I am telling you, I'm just a little more bullish. God, I want to FOMO so hard. I do. Listen, I believe that I called that EOS long. If you guys were watching me, I called it like a week ago. Well, not even a couple days ago, whatever it was. And I'd gotten stomped out of that thing, and I'm so mad at myself because that EOS long would have just turned into such a nice trade. I'm really upset about that one. So I would have made some nice money on that baby. A little bit bummed today, just a little bit on the bum side about that, but I'm sure I'll get over it. So let's take a look at our candles. Still had this hanging man. I see we still, to me, we're still in this very bearish candle pattern, and we haven't broken out. Nothing on me has changed. The scoreboard is still the same as of the candle patterns, as of the volume, right, as of everything else. Now, we did get a nice volume push today, so we definitely got a nice little push of volume today, which is great, right? Which is really, really good. And so we finally got a little bit of volume, right? Let's break this down, see if a 3-day candle. Now, we talked about this 3-day candle. This is a very bullish 3-day candle, right? This inverted hammer. So this was bull sign right here on this 3-day candle. This was a very nice inverted hammer. Now, your volume was still dipping and dropping down here, but look, you've put in a really good volume candle so far for this week already, right? This is a great volume candle, and it's only Monday, right? So you've got a really nice candle going. This looks like this could be a lot of good volume this week, bullish and or bearish, but you are putting in some good volume on that 3-day candle, right? So you've still got, what do you got? 1 day left in this candle, right? Because this is yesterday, today, so you got 1 day left in this candle. So that's 2/3. That's respectable, right? You with this volume right here, I mean, you're at least planning to possibly top out and hit that again. At least hit the next level, right? 2-day candle, you got one more left in this. You did pick up the volume pace a little bit, so your volume is definitely charting higher, right? So this is good. I mean, this is really good. You got a whole day left, so you can get back up here into this really little low Tucker zone. Once again, the volume to me is not impressive. Gonna run down to the daily. Here's where we got a little bit of good news, right? On this daily candle right here, we definitely pulled out a little bit of good news on this daily candle, right? With this the candle we pumped in here, right? This was a good daily candle, and this is something we have been talking about for, oh my God, for days. Right, and it's been volume, right? And I swear I've had it written on my chart. If you've been watching my show for like the last damn days and days, all I've been saying is it just volume. That's all this is, right? The volume. This is all about volume. Just the bulls can't seem to put enough true volume together to kind of take this to the next level, right? And that's kind of our issue over and over and over as these volume spikes happen, then they die out. Volume spike happens, dies out. Volume spike happens, dies out. Volume spike happens, dies out. And this just kind of is a repetitive pattern, right? And did anybody see the funny meme? The funny thing I put up. Where's it at? Let me go get this dang thing. I thought it was funny. I don't know. I don't think some of the bulls thought it was funny, right? But absolutely nothing suspicious here, right? I mean, I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was really funny. I mean, it's just like on volume, off volume, on volume, off volume, on volume, off volume, on volume. This is like a light switch. I feel like I'm in a hokey pokey dance, right? Turn yourself around. That's what it's all about, right? It's just like it's nonstop hokey pokey here. And I mean, we just keep putting in these. Now, there's nothing, we are putting in higher lows, but we're still putting in lower highs, right? We're still pumping in lower highs over and over and over again. And, when we do get these pushes, all it takes is just such a small amount of volume. And you get these really nice, these candles. I mean, that's all it is. It's just like a little catalyst. Like there's just so little gasoline needs to be poured on this fire right now in order to get a flame going, right? You just need so little. And really, when you take a step back, right, and you really take one big step back and you look at the bigger picture, you see that the closing candle bodies they're just so small as they're moving along in this pattern, in this sideways pattern right here, right? And it's these candle closes that are where the true volume is buried in. You can see how little true volume is in there based on how big these little teeny tiny candle bodies are. And then when you go back to other sideways movement, right? We've had plenty of it, right? It's not like the first time we've had sideways movement, right? I mean, look, there you've get these is, some more respectable candles, right? These are all some pretty solid wide body candles, right? A couple little teeny tiny ones died out. Some wide bodies, even though they're bearish, wide bodies, small one, wide bodies, wide body. And here you're putting in all these little baby teeny tiny bodies, and this is really represent a good representation of the lack of commitment, both bullish and or bearish, in this marketplace right now, right? We just have such a lack of commitment either way. Okay, and this is why it's kind of easy trading right now. I mean, honestly, if you come over here and you look at my chart and I'm like, you guys were here, like I said, hey, this is going to go into 6,500. Right? Boom, we hit 64.25. I drew an arrow up, right? Now this is our new chart right here because I did this for the members. But, if you don't know what our last chart was, right, let me remind you. Let me pull back our last chart. I know I got it here somewhere. Where are you at, last chart? Right? These are all the new charts. Where are you at? Old charts. Let's see if we can find you. Oh, this one. Yep. And let's go back. Right. So look, there we had our drop down to 6,500. We hit 65. This was our call. We hit 65.24. Missed the bottom by 24 points. Then we called this bounce back up, right? And here's our bounce back all the way. There's your target right there, right? There was your first target. And boom, bada bang. Now, it's so easy calling this because there's just no volume in here, right? It's like, all right, to support, to resistance, all right, to support, all right. It's just, I mean, it's like a snooze fest right now, right? Of just lack of, and honestly, I'm just staying within the goalposts. That's all you got to do is stay within the top of the bottom goalposts, make a call, and you're pretty much an amazing TA person right now, right? That's it. You're like a god. You're a TA god at this moment. Okay, so we go back to the simple fact that there's just no commitment. There's no volume commitment on either side. Now I am still looking for a little more of a give me that last push up. I would like to see it, and I do think, but nothing in my mind has changed. There's no follow through. Where is it? I see, people are the market's changing. Don't tell me about it. Show it to me, okay? That's all I'm saying. 12-hour candle. Look at this. Man, if that ain't a beauty of a doozy of a shooting star candle, like I just don't even know. Like if that's not a reversal candle, and now this is crypto. Okay, this is crypto. Like this thing can get ripped this thing can just get the beat down of a lifetime in like 2.6 seconds, right? I mean, just this thing can bink and just pop up here to 6,800 in a freaking heartbeat. I have no misconceptions of reading only candles and making calls based on candles, right? You got to use more than just candles. You can't just say, this is a bearish candle, I'm going to short the bejesus out of this. You got to use a combination of indicators to make a better play, a better, safer play right now, right? But all I've been using right now is just the on and off switch of volume in order to track the price, right? It's kind of been like a no-brainer right now to track the price movements as we've gone through this last 2 snooze weeks of trading, okay? Same thing, pumped up this shooting star candle, pumped up another gorgeous reversal candle, trying to fall out. No commitment by the bears, just none. There's no commitment. The volume, look at the volume down here, right? No commitment by the bulls of follow through. No commitment by the bears of follow through. No one has any, this is like a singles bar right here, right? No one wants to get hooked up. No one wants to, I'll take you home, but it's going to be, I'll take you home, but it's a one night stand. That's how I feel. I feel like crypto right now is a one night stand, right? And that's all these pumps and valleys are like you scored, right? You got to turn down, you scored, you got to turn down, you scored, you got to turn down, you scored. This is like a singles bar, right? I feel like this is just a singles bar. Like you go out, this is going on the weekend, this next weekend, the next weekend, and this is all this is. This is just getting lucky is all I feel like this is, right? And I'm married, so I never used to do stuff like that back in the day. Just absolute saint vampire, right? Saint vampire, remember that. So, once again, I'm back to the philosophy that there's just a lack of commitment on either side, right? And to me, we need to see a push. I'm still 100%. My little arrows. Where's my little arrows? My little green arrows right here, right? My little green arrows. Let's test support. Let's go up. Let's test support and see if we can hold support and go up one more time. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Just let's get up here and let's test here. You really want it? You want to really make me bullish, right? you've got so little. You've got, look at that, was 67.30. Right? All I'm asking is 68, ish up into here. Right? Get up in here. Let's see how this works out, right? Now, this is going to get really tricky. You get over 6,900. I do get very bullish, right? You get over 69.29 at 69.59, and I will get very, very bullish on you guys, right? Very bullish, right? The only thing I'm mad at myself right now is not staying in my EOS trade. I am not a bear. I am both ways. I trade both ways, and I'm very upset at myself for not sticking in that trade. All right, so calls target hit, right? Hit that target, right? Then bounce, hit. We keep hitting the targets over and over, but it's not doing us any good. This is just the worst. People just, oh yay, wrecked. Oh, short wrecked. Oh, long wrecked. I mean, this is just it's a nightmare, right? It's like being ugly and going out to a singles bar, right? That's what it feels like. It's like being ugly and going out to a singles bar. How about that? All right, so let's take a look. Now, we have clearly, and this is a very, very bearish break for me. And let me tell you guys, this is a very bullish break right here. Bearish, all right? Until we break this line with my bubble chart, I will not flip bullish, right? I will not flip bullish. This right here is the dump zone. All this right here. See this big empty space right here? This big empty space is where hopes and dreams of bulls go to die. Okay? This is where the hopes and dreams of bulls all over the world go to die. And that's exactly what this is, right? And I can, every time you get up right to this white bull break line right here, right? You get right up to this white bull break line. This is where they all go to die, right? So you look at this one right here. There's that orange line, the orange bubble, bam, died, right? Here's this one right here. This was a rejection. You still got the moon, but there was another rejection. Here's this big hammer rejection right here, the January, February rejection. Here is the second top, that 10.7 top that we had, 11.7 top we had right here, big rejection, right? Here's this rejection area right here. This was the double month of downside, right? We had a double month of downside, so we had this extra month of downside. This is where it all got whacked down right there. Got another last little divot here, right? And then you just cruise along, and then you have this last push up, right? This is kind of our last push up right here, and then just die. This is, once again, this is where bullish dreams come to die right here. Now you did do really well. This broke us bullish, right? This broke us bullish, and as soon as it broke, I remember we were playing long scalps here. It was fun. We made a bunch of money on that, but this is a very difficult area. You do not go bullish until you break this line, and we happen to be a long, long way from that line. Now you also see that there's not many rejections really happen in this area, right? It's not like things fall out a lot right here, right? I mean, they do, and they, a couple they do, like this one, like that's, let's not look at this one. Don't look at that one. That one looks like it hurt. Okay, but let's go over here and take a look. Don't look at that one either. That one looked like it hurt too. This one, this one's maybe a little bit better, but that looked like it hurt also. Okay, so we are in a rejection area right here. Let's see if we can just pile ourselves up and see if we can just listen. This is it. You want to break bullish. There it is. The charts never lie. The bubble charts never lie. This is clearly our bullish break, and it's not that far to go. We definitely don't have that far. Now, we did pull a J-hook pattern, and then it kicked up bullish, right? Here you go. Here's that same J-hook pattern. Now, this gave us a very bullish turn of events, right? This is playing out exactly like this right here, right? Broke down, broke up, broke down, right? And then broke up again, right? Broke up, but now this thing did another breakdown and then another break up. So this thing is setting a whole new pattern in place right here for a pattern, right? And it's tough to figure this out. This actually looks like a more radical version of this right here, right? This kind of looks like a much more radical version of this right here, which was just kind of a lot of sideways movement. Right, you got this was all this sideways action right here that just stacked us up for another dump down. If you want my 2.5 cents, this was bullish though. This was a nice bullish push back up, and then you did get that big fallout. So I feel like this same kind of scenario is playing out here, right? Now look, we did have a breakout, right? We clearly have a breakout, in some fashion and or form, right? We have a breakout for sure, right? Let me switch this baby into log, and we're looking, we're just all it is, we're just trying to find how high can this go. Now the 200 MA to me is a really good top target. Okay, that 200 MA starts to get really squishy up there, and I wish I could figure out a way to get something to line up with that 200 MA, because that would be a really good target for me up there. I like the 200 MA. It might put a new, can we go like this? No, it's going to be way too high. That's 7,100. That's not that bad, right? That's not that bad, actually. It's possible. I mean, there's that's totally possible. And just kind of skim that baby like that right there. Right? So, that it is possible to put something in up there like that, right? Because we've kind of wiped out this trend line possibility. And, we're looking for this to top off. And I still am looking at this 200 MA right here as a really heavy topside resistance. It's not that far away. All right. Let's move along. RSI chart. Listen, this is completely broken to the bull side. Okay, this is you can't deny it, you can't dispute it. This is broken to the bull side. This has made me bullish right here. Right, this is definitely a bullish sign right here. We have broken over. Now we have broken this low right here, right? We broke this high, we broke this high, and now we did break over, right? And there's no reason, this baby just can't keep chucking up. There's just no reason at all this can't see a little more bullish action here to get up. Like, this has fallen out back and forth in this range right here. But man, this was one of the wildest things. Look at this RSI inverted head and shoulders here. Like, you have a pretty good inverted head and shoulders pattern going up here. My target would be up here. This would be my target for my my RSI if I was looking at this as just a pattern to play out, right? That would be your head and shoulders pattern. Then you'd be looking for some kind of a playback, right? Because this totally looks like a head and shoulders that's playing out right here, right? Inverted head and shoulders, right? So if this can hold right here, I mean, you've broken through. There's nothing that says you can't get up to this next bearish area, right? So now your next bull break is way up here. You break that and it goes super, super bullish. All right, but once again, we're trading on very little volume, so we're just going to have to see what's going on. ADX chart, listen, we do have a pink alert, okay? We completely have a pink alert on the RSI, on the ADX chart right here. So our ADX has completely got a pink alert on us. Hold on, I want to go back. I want to make sure I'm getting these charts. Sorry, peoples. We want to make sure we're going back and taking a look at and really monitoring our ADX chart right here, right? Because our ADX chart did get, right? So this pink alert, we've got to really be on the lookout, right? This is either absolutely extremely bullish or absolutely extremely bearish. You've only had this happen twice, and let me tell you what, this pattern where we're at right now matches a more bullish pattern. Right, this pattern matches a bullish pattern, and all I'm doing is I too am looking at this point because of this chart and because of the RSI. Like, I'm definitely interested in scalping long. I definitely am interested in opening up another long. I just have I want a confirmation of a long, right? I want to break out of the top area. I want to break this 68.29 area. Get up here and break this 60. It's so close. And then I'll start opening long trades, right? I don't care. I don't care if I miss 10%. Who cares? I'm in this for the long haul, right? I already missed my EOS entry, which I had and then lost. So I'm still a little bit upset about that, all right? So we do have a pink alert. And let me tell you what, this thing is definitely a bullish pink alert, right? The way this thing is sitting right now, because the last time this turned down in both of the bearish scenarios, this turned down very, very bearishly, right? This did a very bearish turn. So here's the last time. This is the bull time. Okay, there's your bullish one. And look, there was your wedge. You broke out of your wedge, right? Very nice wedge. You broke out of your wedge. Look, we have broken out of the wedge, right? We have clearly broken out of this wedge here. So you've broken out of the wedge. You broke out of the wedge here. You kind of got this poke over, you got a little rejection, it came back down and tested the line, and then this thing took off very bullish, right? And I'm swear to you guys, I'm so on the cusp right now, right? And look here, your ADX chart is, look at the bottom. This is your histogram line. Did a couple little fake outs down here, got a couple little baby fake outs, right? And then so went pink, went green, went pink, went green. Right, but I'm trying to see where we're at right here. Could we have one more little fallout and then we just take off? I mean, this is very bullish right here because the last two times, let me get back, the two times before that, here is the, right, this is here. Oh, get up here. Get up here. Okay, so here you go. Last couple times. Here you go. See, we stayed within the wedge. We never broke out of the wedge till over here, right? And this is where we fell out. And this was the very bottom. And when this puppy turned pink, right? When this baby turned pink, the sky fell, right? The sky definitely fell out when this thing turned pink right here. So you got 1, 2, this thing was 3 pinks into this thing, and this thing had just completely died out. We're 2 pinks into this baby, and we're still holding it. We're still holding this pattern right here. Okay, and we're going to go one more. Here's the last one. This is the last one. Same scenario. I think this one's higher. There it is. Okay, and there you go. Look, we're holding the wedge line. There's our wedge, right? We're holding the wedge line right here. And, you know, held the wedge all the way down, and this thing just continued to die and die and die. There you are, all the way at the very, very bottom, right? Now, this one didn't start turning for a little while, green, right? This still had a little bit of bullish action into it, but then this thing definitely started dying out, and this really died out hardcore. I mean, you see what happened here, right? But we've already started the turn on this. And the turn so far has been bullish, right? And look, we're nowhere near the bottom or the top here. We're nowhere near the bottom or the top here. So this has got some legs. There's nothing that says this has to turn around, right? If this orange indicator is much lower, I'd be a little more on the, hey, this is going to snap back. Or if this was a little on the bottom side, I could say they both snap back. But right now, this is a bullish break, okay? You know, topside resistance, still up there, still got it, still looking for it. Nothing's changed here. You know, my VPVR chart, my money flow chart, same thing. Just, you know what, this 200 keeps moving up. I'm just going to keep moving my line up because I feel this is really where this has got to test right here. You gotta test me out right here. If you want to impress me. You got to break this 200 and you got to break this line, and then I'll be very impressed, right? Now, you know, you can bounce back and forth in this channel for however long you damn well please. But this is, you know, you're coming to an end too. I mean, you look at this trend line that comes up here, right? That might not be exactly perfect, but it's close. You know, all right, okay. So now this is my historical volatility chart. Not a damn thing has changed. This is clearly said the trend. This says the trend has not changed. Okay? That's what this thing says. This says the trend has not changed. All right? And I'll go to the 4-hour. I want to get over here in the 12. I've been meaning to pull this 12-hour up. Right? But this is just saying this trend has not changed here. And we're still looking for a bounce, right? And trust me, people, we will know the very moment that this thing goes bullish, because this thing is going to freaking take off like a rocket, right? Or bearish. This thing is just going to take up like a rocket, and, you know, your target's going to be all the way up here somewhere. You're really going to be shooting for this target up here. And we're all going to say, okay, that's bullish or that's bearish, and then the trend is decided. Your Ichi chart, you know, listen, you're Stoke, you're on the top side, you're trying to roll over. You know, you did have this bearish cross right here. You did get a little pullback, and then you got to shoot up, you got to shot up. You're into the cloud on the 12-hour, still below the cloud on the daily. Man, this is a bullish cross coming, I think, right here. Look at all three of these are about to cross, right? You're about to have all three, your Kaijun, your Tekken, and your 20MA. All three of these are about to get across in one place. And here's what I don't like when they get stacked up like that. You know, when they get stacked up like that, sometimes it gets really sketch, because that's where you can have either a big breakout or they act as super strong support and they catapult the price, you know, just to the next level. And I'm trying to look where look at all three of them just stacked, acting as resistance, and just blasted everything down. Once again, all three of them just stacked, holding the price up right here. And then everything kind of fell over. But let's see what we got. We are under the price. All right, we're under the price. Let me see if I can enlarge. Let me pop this baby a little bit bigger. All right, so all three over there under the price. Looks like the Kaijun is taking a dive. Same thing, same setup. Wow, that's very bearish. It's a very bearish setup. Oh my God, guys, the price of MEX right now, I don't even understand what the hell is going on with MEX. I don't even understand what's going on with MEX. MEX is out of control right now. So this, yeah, give me 1 second. I just want to plop this baby over here. I want to go like this. Okay. All right, that one was up in the cloud. The price action there was in the cloud before. Here we're definitely below the cloud. So when you're in the cloud, it neutralizes the power of the crosses. When you're below or above the cloud, it actually amplifies the power of the crosses. No, it is. So depending if you're above or below, and then the crosses themselves, depending on what the crosses are, right, they can be amplified. Right, so here you see the Tenkan crossed under the 20. Tenkan crossed under the 20. Here you got this bearish kick. Basically, this was just a bearish boom, boom, and then died. Right? Look, here it is. Here's the opposite. The 20 crossed under the 20 crossed under the Tenkan and died. You know, when your crosses are under. Right, these under crosses, you get, look, you just get this little ass pop up. Look, there was a bearish cross. And I'm looking for the bear. There's the bullish Kaijun. So you get this. This would be a bullish cross right here, right between these two. Between these two right there, this would be a bullish cross under. Right, so that right there, the 20 and the Tenkan, I believe, 20 and the Tenkan cross under is bullish. Right, so the 20 and the Tenkan, when the 20 crosses up into this Tenkan line, right, when the Tenkan crosses up over from below, above into that 20, it gives you definitely a bullish pop, right? So look, you got a little bullish pop right there. Let's go find another one. Jesus, like Christ, where did this have a bullish pop here? Frickin' 20's quick. Damn 20s. The 20's like a little speedy bunny. All right, now up, down. Boy, that's the only place it happened, right? No, that was the other back of the way around. There you go. That's the last time so there you go. That's very bullish right there, but you didn't have the Kaijun above it, right? Bullish. Yeah, that's a bullish cross right there. So that is a bullish cross right there. Yes, yeah. No, I agree. The volume right here is very sketch. The 20. All right. All right, let's cruise along here. Man, just, okay, so the Bollinger Bands were super squeezed. They did get opened. We broke out of the top side in the 12-hour. Let's take a peek over at our daily. Just going to scoot everybody back a little bit. All right, so what do we got here? On our daily, still on the top side of our support, still inside of the bands, haven't touched the top. Top right there, 67.78. And boy, that works out kind of good back over here, right? 67, 70 area right there, 67.60, 67.70. I would like to see that up there tickled. That's good right there. I want to see the 12-hour one more time. Still real low. We're being really held down by that 6,700 range right there. It's not even 6,700. Like this can, keep breaking out. But I would look for a possible little retrace here. Look, we've broken out twice on the top side right there. You've had two top side breaks, nothing on the bottom. Right, so these are two very bullish. One top side break, two top side breaks, three top side breaks. We've had nothing on the bear side, right? 1, 2, 3, finally gave up. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if it finally gives up here, right? How many times can you bang on that freaking top side line? 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, got 4 times right there before it finally decided to fall out. All right, still squeezed. Nothing has changed. Still in the squeeze. It's just still got to break in or out. Shorts and longs. Ooh, look at the longs. Got a nice pump on the longs right there. So the longs have moved up into the RSI danger zone. Okay, so the longs have started to move up into the RSI danger zone. You just got a big spike on the longs right there. Right, big spike on the longs. Our daily, my chart to help me out here, nothing. The only thing I see is this 12-hour, the 12-hour Stoke. Let's take a look at the daily Stoke, downturn, 12-hour Stoke, trying to turn down, 6-hour, trying to turn down, 4-hour, trying to turn down. Man, that's Stoke on every single one of those time frames is bearish. Right, the Stoke right here in every one of these time frames. And let me go back over to my EG chart. So I want to pull this up right here. All right, let's clear this off. I want to really get an idea of, like, the daily is still in the danger falling zone. I mean, this is bearish right there. That's a bearish falling area. It's a bullish cross coming. All right, you get up, you fall out. Let's take a look at the 12-hour. Give me a second on the 12-hour. Trying to roll over bear. Still, I mean, until this thing really breaks, this thing has got to really break the trend here in order to be bearish, right? You can't just roll over right here. You're going to skip along the top right there, which is bullish. 6-hour. Just can't break this, right? Look at the volume. Just can't get up over the 80. Can't get over the 80, the median line right here on the 80. Just doesn't want to happen. 4-hour. Now the 4-hour's got a pretty nice little tippy-toppy there. Double top on the 4-hour. Likes to do those little double tops before it falls out. It's kind of been a little bit of a pattern lately. Not so much going back. I mean, yeah, double top, double top, double top. So I'd keep an eye on this double top right here on that on your 4-hour. Right now you're on a green 8 also. So your 4-hour is putting up a green 8. So you're on a green TD8. Now this is a bullish 6. It's a bullish 6 right there. So I wouldn't get all, your 6-hour, just some gorgeous candles. Gorgeous rejection candles right there. 12-hour gorgeous rejection candle, and maybe a little retrace. I'm not looking for, I honestly don't. I think we're just going to come down, test a little bit, and then it'll possibly pull back up. I'm not looking for a break to the downside. I can't see right now a break to the downside. I'm not seeing a huge break down. All right, let's go back over. Nothing. Oh, nothing. Just kind of skipped off. Still bearish. Broke out. We've been watching this break out, break in, break out, break in, break out, break in. Real quick, let's run through our, sorry, I'm going to get over here. Crosses. Nothing. No bearish, no bullish cross right there on the daily. 12-hour. Nope. 2-day. This was a bullish cross right there on the 2-day. So very bullish cross on the 2-day, and that is it. It's all we really have. I don't see any other major crosses. I mean, our fib lines are kind of all spread out right now, and when you get spread out right now is kind of when it gets susceptible. Has a bubble reversal ever occurred without a final bloodbath? That was the ADX chart. The ADX chart would be, I mean, has there ever been a trend reversal from conditions like this without going sideways low volume? You know, the preferable turnaround that I would like to see that would make me a lot happier would be a V bottom. I would like to see a V bottom. This low volume bottom is just to me in a normal market, right? When you have no volume in it, I mean, you're just a normal low volume in a normal market is a bear market, right? You're still in a bear market until you really start pumping out that volume. You're completely into a bear market. Let me get rid of all this. It's just confusing the bejesus out of everybody. Let me get this all out of here. Okay. You know, listen, here's your 12-hour, right? Like your 12-hour RSI, and this is a very important thing right here, right? We have broken bullish on this. This is a bullish break right here, right? Even if this thing pulls back in, you've changed the trend for everything, right? You've done a huge trend change, right? I mean, you can't even match that. You know, there's no matching this thing up right here. You know, I can't even line that up, but there's nothing at all that wants to line up with this. All right, let me put that right there. All right, nothing. No, this doesn't. I mean, that kind of does. Nope, 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 nope. Low side trend, that kind of does. Okay, let's see what the hell happened there. All right. Okay, let me pull this back up. Hold on a second, guys. I just want to finish this. So this is the It's that purple one right there. Okay, so you see this purple rejection. Whoa, every time you've been rejected off of this area right here, so that's very relevant right there. Okay, so, you know, I wish I could go back and I should have screenshotted my damn chart, right? But I swear this thing said bull break 6750 to 6800. Had this arrow pointed right here, right? And what did we get? 6730, right? 6730. So I was definitely off trying to call my RSI, right? I was definitely off trying to call my RSI, but that was pretty damn good. That was pretty damn good. This little arrow was pointed right there. I was definitely off. I missed that by 30 points. So not bad, not bad. I'm doing okay for an amateur, right? But yeah, look at this. This is very interesting how all three of these areas correlate on this same RSI point right here. And let me bring this over here, clone this. Very interesting how all three of those. Yep, I will. Give me a second, guys. I will get to the questions. Just trying to knock out some good TA here before I get. All right, so Bitcoin Cash went up, tested the. We've tested the inside of this trend line once, twice, trying to break out of this. Never got our short call. Look, I called 53. $531 is my heavy resistance and support, right? Just came up here. I was a little off by that. But it did. I was in the zone, right? Bitcoin Cash below. It was close, right? I'm gonna take an okay. I'm gonna take an okay call on that. Nice call for. And so the struggle is real. It's got to break out of that. Let's go to EOS. EOS. Oh man, got the short call on EOS. God, I would have made so much money on this damn freaking chart right here. All right, EOS below. I would have made so much money on this damn trade. So still kicking myself. So I was in this down here. This went up. I had moved my stop loss up. I got stopped out on my trade right here on this stupid pullback. And then because I moved up real tight, and then I got stomped out. And then it moved up here, and I'm pissed. I would have made some good money on that trade. That was a good trade. Still bullish. Right now, I want to take this off. Right, I can't use that now. There's no way. That's a wave 4 down. This has got to be a wave E in here or something. This is like a C wave or an E wave in here somewhere. One of the two. I don't know which one. Okay, Ethereum. Let's take a look at ETH. Now this is a good scalp trade up over this. But we just haven't had any follow through. There's no follow through with ETH. This would have been a good scalping play over 227. So if you would have got into this baby over 227, you would be sitting in profit right now. You could probably be throwing my stop loss on, but you would have had good profit right there. That would have been a very good trade. I don't have any calls on ETH. I'm going to have to come back to that and do an ETH call a little bit later. Doggy. Dum 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 dum. We need to get the Jaws music going, right? Paste. Doggy. Dumping. When doggy dumps. When the dog dumps. So you were in a beautiful symmetrical triangle. The dog was trying to hold it. Couldn't stay in. Couldn't get out of it. Let's see if we can pull some kind of a, I can't, I mean, this is probably the best right there. Try to use those two lines right there, but honestly, I mean, the other alternative, and let me freaking Bitcoin. I just need to make this darker. All right, there we go. Man, it's tough not making that your damn trend line. Right, trend line up to there, had fallen out, but that's even tough. A, B, C, D, E, just looks like a big A, B, C, D, E wave to me. Looks like a triangle, still trying to break out. Sorry, pennant. This is a pennant here. This is actually a bull pennant or symmetrical triangle. It's trying to break out. If this is a symmetrical triangle, you're going to be looking for some pretty deep downside right here, right? So your downside target is going to be, probably just like right in here. Right, it's where your downside target's going to be. All right, so we're going to scoot this one up. That's where your upside target, I'd look for your upside target to be in here somewhere. And downside target to be down in here somewhere. And I don't think anything has changed. Symmetrical triangle still hasn't technically broken yet. Watch for it. XRP, no. Trying, just needs volume. I still am calling for a bounce on this. I mean, I called for a bounce. We got a little bit of a bounce. Nothing has changed. I'm still, this has got to get some oomph here, right? XRP. Ooh. Right, and Okay. Crosses Bullner Bear right there. Looking nothing. Oh, you're on a red 8 right now. You're on a red 8. So that should give me my little bullish bounce. Right, you're on a red 8 on the daily too. Alright, yeah, not going to change anything. Still the same. That red 8 on the daily though looks... There's going to be a bounce right here. You know, and I think you're going to come right up to there. That would be my... You know, you're going to, maybe come down here, tap on this. Maybe come down here one more time and then tap up there. Okay. Tron, nice short. Nice short on Tron. So we did call for a short on Tron. I made a suggestion, TRX. So I did make a suggestion to short Tron. I said short Tron right there. Break 407, short target to 370. Let's see where we're at right now, right? Let's see where our target is. So right now we're at right there, 386. Okay, 386, 387. So we're 387. I still have not reached my target yet, but this would have been a very good short call, right? So your short would have been right here, 407. That would have been your short call, and you would have been in massive profit right now. That was a great call. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That would have been a good call. So I don't call many coins, right? Great short call. All right. This is one of the few coins that I've actually been tracking, right? This is one of the few. This was just an easy short too. Listen, you've got a lot of downside here, right? If BTC turns down, you've got two choices. You're gonna either rip down to here, or this is your low side target area right down here. It's or the trend line, right? So you're looking for this to break down here. But a bounce, look, you could get a bounce right here. If BTC gets a bounce, there's your topside targets right there. You got two topside targets. You get a big bounce, and you're going to go for 465, 470, anywhere up in here. 450, 475, something like that. So you still do have a bullish bounce potential here. If this holds, right? I got 3, 4. There's my wave 5 right there. Okay. Litecoin, nothing's changed. Not a damn thing's changed. All this has done really is move off to pull some kind of a flag position. All right, this is kind of pulled some kind of a triangle wedge right here. And I mean, A, B, C, D, E. This thing still looks like it can break down before it breaks up. So I would be still looking for this thing to possibly come down here and do something like this. Right? But I think it's going to have to come down, test here, right? Then break up like that. So that's what I kind of see on Litecoin. I kind of see this pattern playing out on Litecoin, something like this. And you could probably, maybe scoot this up just a little bit. Just get a little bit like right there. All right, lift that bad boy up. All right, just like that. And there's LTC. Okay. Neo. Oh. Now, Neo is still in this massive bearish pennant. Okay, and not a damn thing has changed. Neo is still in this massive bearish pennant. Boy, that was a vicious, vicious bear candle right there. Vicious bear candle. Still in the wedge. Of all the coins, I mean, I'm sorry, this is kind of just staying so perfectly inside all of these, inside of this huge wedge right here. I mean, this is a massive bearish pennant, A, B, C, D. Looks like an E wave. Really, it's just going to follow BTC at this point, but I mean, it's kind of doing its own thing right here, you know? This thing is really doing its own thing. So I would keep an eye on this puppy right here, okay? It's pretty much just going to follow Bitcoin. But if this thing does break down, this is where you're going to start shorting the bejesus out of it right there. Okay, let's go back. And so that's pretty much the breakdown of what I have today. I don't have anything else that's relevant. Let's just go back right over here. I just want to make a couple, like, just quick. So this, I still think you got to come down. I still think you got to test here or here, and then you're going to get a bounce. But this is very simple. The bulls need to hold this. Nothing has changed. I'm not changing anything. You hold this, you can bounce up to here. Right? That's just how easy it is. Right? And BTC, and nothing has changed. I'm still looking for these possible top targets here. I'm still bearish as F, and I don't think anything's changed.